What's up, YouTube? Today, we are looking at a classic and crazy horse leather from Witchdoctor Zero. This sold in the continental, contiguous United States, and probably Alaska and Hawaii, at $59 shipped, which is crazy. And then, on top of that, I do what I always do. I see if the military discount code works, and it does. So I buy something. That's kind of how it works. And for me, my impulsive decision making when it comes to this kind of stuff. I also really like Witchdoctor Zero stuff. I just do. I mean, it's awesome. And he seems all right. Seems like a nice guy. I think that he and I differ politically a lot, but it doesn't really come up. Mostly because we don't chat. I just buy things from him occasionally. Pretty regularly, actually. But I mean, it's just because he's... sound like this is some kind of infomercial. It's because he's so great. He's so awesome. All right. Let's get some... with the titanium bead. Wow, okay, they're all the same. I wondered. So these look the same, basically, right? They, despite the different in finishes, difference, they're the same. They have fairly similar innards as well. 4 pieces of leather. This seems to have been, what is that buffing called? You take something hardy, that glue that they sell for leather, and you're like... I'll probably do it to this one, honestly, but I'm going to use a Dremel because I'm lazy. And I'm just over it. I'm over doing that by hand. I have a Dremel. Okay, also, the one thing that is different about the guts is this. So, I'm going to try to show you guys. There's play. You can see it now. And because because I pay attention, I've seen him say in the past that he prefers a medium spring or sprung sap, as he calls it. He's referring to resistance or stiffness. That's what this is, I'm pretty sure. This is like rock solid. This is... I mean, there's not much play. I would say none. Let me see if I can... No, you can't even push through. Like for this, I can go through because there's give. This is bending. This is not bending. The ignots that make up the warhead appear to be the same. I'm not measuring them though. This isn't going to turn to one of those videos. There's enough to talk about because this is going to conform to my body. Maybe not like a ton, and I definitely wouldn't bend it in half because you can. I mean, you could... anything, it's possible. But this is going to carry easier. And you can see it's picking up a little bit of wear as I carry it. Nothing crazy, nothing bad. I've carried this a good amount. This came with... it's the only real complaint, if I'm going to give a real complaint, One, I didn't get any stickers. And that, my friend, is the cardinal sin. I didn't get any little fun friendship bracelet type thing, but I did get this, which is actually all I really wanted. But it doesn't, the complaint is this lanyard that I can easily replace, it's not really the sweet spot for me. That's the complaint. This one I'll show you. I like them to go up, and then it feels even more whip-like with its own whip tendencies. It makes me really, I mean, I hate to sound real nerdy, but this is why I collect this stuff. Buy and use this stuff. If I were a collector of these things, I think I would be more buying some of the like super expensive stuff from Billy Trident. I could get Witchdoctor Zero. I'm sure he would do customs. Maybe he doesn't have time though. For an actual infomercial plug, he's opening up a new spot. It's real. It's brick and mortar. I forget where it's at. It's a new. They've changed locations. You're gonna have to. I'll link his Instagram or something. But check that out. If I think that's in Ohio somewhere. I'll probably check it out if I'm ever through there again, and I'm sure I will be. I-80 runs right by there. But in any event, this feels more to me like an unyielding instrument because it is. I mean, you can feel the give in this. It kind of makes it look like it's like limp a little bit. You know what I mean? The same way, everything else is the same. Maybe I would want a secure lanyard for this bar-like, device. This straight piece of steel on this. Where do I go from here? What am I going to do? I am, for show, going to grab... Well, first of all, this came very much well conditioned. You're not going to need to do anything. This is just stuff I always do. But I'm going to put some Obanoffs, probably the paste on it. And, just to make sure. Maybe I won't, though. I'm not sure. I take it back. And then put some of that hard wood wax, the bowling alley wax, on this to, give them some resilience. I need to do this one still. Again, I've done it a couple times. But yeah, other than that, this is good to go. If you picked one up, he had this giant sale where there were Slims, there were the XL Duckies and the classics. And Crazy Horse Leather is like a certain kind, unless he's just referring to a type of finish, but I think he's referring to a certain kind of leather. Where you're using it, basically you're not piecemealing the leather. It's like a solid chunk of leather, if that makes sense. The more you learn about leather, the more you realize that most of the leather stuff that you buy commercially probably isn't that great. But if you got a chance to pick one of these up, I hope you did. I wish I could have got a Slim as well. They were both $59. The Ducky was $69. Because, yeah, these things are super duper dope. And obviously using it, you're going to be, first of all, check your local laws. Second of all, you should have a permit. If you're actually watching this channel for any amount of time, you should have a weapons permit by now. If you can. You're going to have to remember this warhead, you can use this side right here is kind of going to act like a knuckle. Maybe, I wouldn't say softer than a knuckle. Probably softer than a knuckle, though. Because you feel your knuckle. It's kind of pretty hard, but what I'm saying is it's still going to have the ability to do a lot of damage. It's just going to act a little bit differently than the solid piece of lead right there that But yeah, the reason I picked it up was I got one for the collection. But the thing is, I'm gonna end up carrying both these, and one to carry. But I'm going to end up carrying both of them because they feel they're not the same thing. They feel and act differently. Not like it's the end of the world difference or that I'm unhappy. It's just that this carries, I mean, pretty effortlessly. This is going to be a little bit more noticeable. That's it, really. But yeah, but I'll sure vote for this one. Thanks for sticking with me to the end, and I hope you folks have a good rest of your day. Bye now.